Hello and welcome to the Inglorious Bards Adventure number 9. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. We are coming to you on twitch.tv/IngloriousBards every Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. We are excited to pick up where we left off with our crazy, wacky, dare I say, zany adventures with 6 heroes. Let's get a little brief introduction as to who our heroes are, starting with Cole, our Goliath fighter. Say hi, Cole.
Hi! I am a fighter. I'm not even here right now, but I feel really, really excited to be wherever I am. Probably not dead.
All right. And then we have our gnome artificer, Fiona.
Where's Cole? I'm worried about him.
And beside her is the Warforged cleric, Vessel.
I am Vessel, child of Celine, and watcher of this happening.
Getting better and better every week. And then we have Aragus Willoughby, our halfling bard.
That's right. Aragus Willoughby, your humble halfling bard. Here to help you not be interrupted.
And our not-so-humble wizard, Valamir. Valamir the wizard.
Nope.
Valamir Almarin Greyspell III, wizard extraordinaire. Thank you.
All right.
With an E.
And last we have
Second
our
one side.
Goliath Paladin, guardian of Soline, Tim. Caven.
I am Caven.
Really nailing it, Tom.
Awesome.
He's like a parent with his children.
Where is Cole?
All right. So we are going to be picking up where we last left off. And where did we last leave off? Let's find out as a recap comes from Seth.
Hello! We start with the lighthouse crumbling into pieces. The adventurers are either scrambling out of the way or desperately trying to get out of the squat little building to avoid death and dying. In the aftermath of this, Cole is not amongst the rest of the gang. Valamir, in his infinite wisdom, thinks the Goliath was whisked away into the teleportation streams. The adventurers, acting like this is all well and good, accompany Caven and Verador Busquier to the church for the funeral of the departed high priest and the election of a new high priest. It seems like half of the town is participating in this voting process, including Vessel. Also, Caven. There's a lot of political horse trading going on here. In a twist, Caven and Vessel sway the assembly to vote in Tamil as the high priest. With much revelry, the group leaves the church in Verador's coach, and in an explosion rips out, and the adventurers go ass over ass. Now, my friends and foes, that's where the adventure begins.
He's getting sassed by these guys.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we are here, rocking off this episode. Chris is already putting his Picard hand to his head. Classic Chris. It is, our view takes place not in the city of Almithra, but far, far away, across the hills of Calavier, past the woods, over into the blood hills of Thave, across more forests, past a huge magical barrier far to the southwest across the continent to the magical kingdom known as Azamir. Within this kingdom is the grand city of Corindel, a huge vertically structured city of towers and spires, magical little floating islands, multiple guilds of wizards, the most magical place on earth. Are we legally allowed to say that? And it is shimmering, it is beautiful, and it is where we find our friend Cole. Cole You are laying upon the most comfortable and luxurious fluffy bed you've ever laid on before. I'm not sure.
Oh, this is the most luxurious and comfy bed I have ever laid on before.
And there is a dabbing of a wet cloth to your head. With your eyes closed, you can smell wonderful, fruity little incense burning off in the distance, and you hear a soothing voice say, "How are you feeling?"
I'm feeling very relaxed, a little confused, and a little careless about it.
And you open your eyes and see there is a lady there wearing some beige robes that look nice and fancy, and she looks over you with a concerned face and continues to dab your head.
Well, hi. Hang on. Where?
It's all right. You're all right.
No, I don't think that's true, because I would remember why I'm here and where you are and why you keep dabbing my head. Where am I?
We found you quite injured, and I've helped bring you back from the brink of death. You've been through quite some trauma.
Have I? Where is this?
You're looking, Jeremy, you are looking nervously like Cole thinks he's in the afterlife.
It's all right now. Is it, though?
You are in Corindel. You
Okay.
came through our transportation rings.
I have a follow-up question. Where is Corindel? And, if you don't mind, what is a transportation ring?
You didn't mean to come here? Is that what you're saying?
I don't remember meaning to do anything.
You see, you were in a like a small, quaint, cozy hospital ward of about 6 beds. You were the only one in a bed. She's sitting next to you, smiling and putting her cloth away, and she has a little thin jar of bluish lit goo that she's dipping her finger in to apply to you in some sort of secret places in just a moment. Outside, you see there's a window, there's a tree that looks absolutely beautiful that you've never seen before, almost like a willow tree, but it has beautiful flower petal things that hang almost like it vines. It's definitely a magically augmented tree, and if you were to wager, it's giving off a little twinkling, slight wind chimey sound. And again, I'm saying it's soothing, all of this kind of vibe, but I don't know how Cole takes this.
Yeah, no, this is bad.
Okay.
This is a lot of... It smells bad. I don't have any of my normal musk anymore. I'm very familiar with.
Oh, we had to put your weapons and musk aside.
I don't have...
Fortunately, the
pile of
musk
musk.
wiped off.
What is this hellscape?
When he gets the chance, he'll dogpile into it and snuff around and do all that.
Just roll a
Yep.
little bit.
It's
There-
just a pillow. Relax.
There's a groundskeeper out there you see who's attending to the tree and doing little trimmings out there. You see someone pass by the door and just poke their head in and smile. It's a very positive, friendly environment.
How close are we to the lighthouse?
The lighthouse.
My brother's in there. And there was a huge, if I recall, giant shadow thing that was about to get everybody that I tried to hit.
I think perhaps there's been some sort of magical anomaly. Do you know that word? Magic?
I've heard of it. I don't use any of it. I don't do with any of the fancy stuff here, but I know that we were fighting some things that were not natural creatures, so they were pretty magic, I'm pretty sure.
Pray tell, how did you get here if you were not aware of the transportation rings nor magic itself?
That sounds like an answer for you, sister.
Doctor.
Dr. Sister.
I must say I'm quite confused by all this. There are others, particularly at the Office of Arrivals, that are quite distraught at your arrival, and they'll be even more distraught. And
Okay,
I have a
okay.
question.
You're talking very fast. Hang on.
Do you know that word, distraught?
I don't know. It makes me very uncomfortable.
Exactly.
Here's what I know. We were in the lighthouse because we had to fix
Sleep. She puts the goo in your lips and your gums.
Just pass out.
The tingle means it's working.
Actually, to put him to sleep just numbs his mouth so he can't talk well at all. Half drool, half words.
It does have because lighthouse.
There you go.
That's where
there you
There's
go.
Musk.
Some time goes by. You open your eyes. You hear a raking sound outside from the groundskeeper. The doctor is talking to someone at the other end of the room. She sees you wake up, and she comes walking over. She says, "Hello. Do you know where you were at? Do you remember me?"
Yes, your doctor's sister.
No, I'm Dr. Tioa.
Okay,
Do you
Hi.
know that word, Tioa?
I do. T-O.
I don't know why she suddenly turned into a dick.
Oh, you were Doctor quite confused.
Okay, so did you determine how far I am from the lighthouse and how I got here?
Sleep.
It's just a
He
bucket
mentions
of
this
goo
lighthouse.
next to you. You're covered in it to
He
toe.
just keeps asking questions every time we wake him up.
She wants you to write a novel and won't want you out of bed.
You almost ate all the blue goo.
That's not edible.
My insides are numb. I'm invincible.
She says, you must tell me more about this lighthouse.
Yeah, okay. So, really, it's not my bag. This is the wizard that did this. So we took a silver box, from Galceris in Amithra, right? Where we were, the school, Illuminae.
The city of Almithra.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that where you're from?
Yes! But you knew that, because
Good. No, good.
Corindell's close to Amithra, right?
Yeah. No.
No, okay.
It's quite far.
All right, well, that's not important to my story. We were in Amithra, and we were given this box to fix the lines between teleportation and portals. Somebody from that magic place, Azimir, he was up in Almithra. We needed to fix it to get him back. So he gave us the box. We went down, couldn't find it in the place. The girl didn't. There was a girl holding it. Then we went to a lighthouse.
1 hour later.
There were goblins. Then there were shadow monsters coming out of the portal, which were fighting. Most of us were dead. I had to save somebody, and then the wizard threw the box into the lasers, and that's all I remember.
That's quite the story.
Do you know what a laser is?
Do you know that word?
No, and nor should you. That's quite amazing. So you have no purpose or approval here in the city, then? This was all by happenstance, by mistake. Do you know that word, happenstance? Because I do not.
Mistakes, I definitely understand. That's a word I get.
Well, I believe you are in much better shape than when you arrived several hours ago.
Yeah, I
And
feel
you-
really strong.
You are, by the way, in much better shape than when you arrived. You were at full health.
Woo!
Also now level 4. No.
You are full health, and you are level 3.
Yeah.
Level 3 fighter.
Okay.
There's all that blue goo.
I understand all sorts of things now. The blue goo awakens me.
Well, due to your emergency, we did bring you through the Office of Arrivals by special permit. We need to get you back out since you do not have any official reason to be here.
That's great. Send me to Almithra, and we're calling it good. Thank you.
If that's going to be a bit of a challenge, as apparently there's one place in all of Verenn that we cannot go for some reason, and that is the city of Almithra.
That's incredibly convenient. Do you know that word?
Do you know that word?
What you can do is speak with the ring operator, and he can see how close he can get you. I think perhaps there might be another arrival ring within that kingdom, if not a nearby kingdom he can get you to.
Thank you. Can I ask you another favor since I'm here?
Yes, and she reaches into a little sack and actually hands you a small sack, and there's a clink of bottles in it, and she hands it to you.
Okay, so there's a bag inside the bag?
No, there's just a bag.
Okay, just one bag.
Yeah.
Okay, she hands it to me with bottles.
Yes.
Great. If I need to send a message out, can I still send that even though I can't get myself to Almithra?
She just gave you a bag of bottles.
It's going to take a couple centuries, but
thank
yeah,
you.
you throw it in the lake, and
Is that what it is?
only he would throw it in the lake. Yes, a message could be sent.
Okay. I need to get a hold of my brother, make sure he's okay, and tell the other Putses too that I'm fine.
All right, so here's a question all of us have been wondering.
There's more people. Ah!
If I get a piece of parchment, do you know how to write?
Yes.
Yes, you do.
I do. Yeah.
All right.
You seem very excited about
I
this.
think there were many people joining the show last week that were curious about that question. Well, that's good. I will.
Like Cole is doing like the shift eyes around, like who else is watching? Yeah, I can write a letter.
All right. So she goes. She fetches you a piece of parchment, and you write a message. What does your message read?
Gavin.
Blah blah blah. I don't know how to write. Blah, blah, blah.
Goliath speak. I'm not dead. I am in Corindel. There's a fancy doctor sister here who told me that I was teleported here through some portal rings, but I can't get back because Almithra is locked off. I'm being sent to a nearby kingdom, and I'm going to be on my way home. Tell everyone I'm fine. In fact, I'm better than fine. I feel like I've learned a couple of things, and I'll see you as soon as possible.
That'll be
Cool.
35 gold.
Oh.
Stop.
Stop. Stop. Not dead. Stop.
Cole folds up the letter and addresses it to Valamir.
All right.
Caven can't read. Valamir can. He's got the book. So I know he can take care of it and he'll be able to read it to him. Good. That's where it needs to go.
She takes the message. She says, "All right, I believe you're prepared to depart then, and I hate to rush you, but again, you do not have full permission to even be within the gate. So what you'll need to do is exit out the ward, follow the path to the left,
To the left.
and then there's the shimmering gate wall,
German gate wall on the left.
and then the office there, and they will. I have a few questions for you.
Fantastic. What's on the right?
That's TSA pre-check.
That's the city of Corindel proper.
Okay. Is there food there?
Oh no.
You must go to the left.
Sure, yeah. No, yeah. I don't want to, like, ruin anyone's instructions or anything.
No, yes.
We want to go to the left.
Correct.
But if I needed to get food on the way, I could just go right, grab some food, and then go left.
They have plenty of food at the transportation rings.
Fantastic. And that's on the right or the left?
The left.
That's where the rings are, past the shimmery wall or before?
Yes, past.
I just want to make sure we're following the right steps. So if I walk out and I turn left and I pass the shimmering wall...
She reaches in and grabs one of those bottles she gave you.
and Cole will head out.
All right. She shakes her head and mumbles something about Goliath to an aide as you walk out. As you walk out,
Freaking doctors. Every time.
you see you are in a 20-30 building, a small little hamlet, if you will, of gorgeous buildings with gorgeous roads of pure stone. Doesn't look like it's even been cut. It's just one single piece and it curves everywhere. Beautiful manicured grass lawns. You see someone flying around on some griffin off in the distance, and these are just on the main continent. And then there is a long bridge that spans a bay, and then there's the main step. Sorry, this is an island, and then it spans to the main city itself, which has huge towering spires. Looks absolutely amazing. You've never seen a city like this before. As you do so, you look and nod at the groundskeeper tending the tree. He nods back. He's some old guy. And then he stops and looks back at you and says, "Ah, there you are.
Oh! You're the guy from the bar.
I believe so.
I'm Cole.
Right.
Left. Wait, I'm already lost.
Yes.
And your name?
I can't quite remember.
That's an interesting thing to say.
Yes.
How...
Hold on a moment. I'm almost done with this. And he
Okay.
snips some more things off the tree and throws it in the bag.
Cole kind of looks over his shoulder, make sure no one's like
No one's
following
looking.
out, okay.
I see you found the broken forge. No. Goblin, you found the goblin.
Yes.
That's right.
I did.
Yes.
He was there.
I told you about that.
There was a lot of them.
I didn't expect to see you around here, though.
Didn't plan on being here.
And how are you feeling then?
Very strong.
Oh,
Yeah. A little confused. I understand Mithra's a little further away than originally expected.
yes. And I'm imagining that you're reeling from the trouble. I have a sense that your allies are in a great danger right now.
How do you have that sense?
I can't remember. I have feelings and thoughts about things that are never always quite, grabbable.
Yeah. No, I don't know that. But I understand that that happens with those of you who deal with magic a lot. We have a wizard who keeps forgetting book names all the time. It's his thing.
And I'm sorry, I can't recall. What do they call you now?
Who, me?
Yes.
Oh, I'm Cole.
Cole.
Yeah, and you are?
You've already asked me that.
Do you still not remember?
Call me old friend.
I have a lot of old friends. So can I call you old friend number 12? Or do you have a special...
12 works.
Okay. All right, 12.
I've met you many times before. Do you remember?
Many times? I don't remember every time.
I've even met some of your allies before.
Well, that's... Wow. Thank you. When we meet, I don't want to be rude, 12, and so I want to make sure that I've got a sense of when I can expect to see you again. Are you always there when you know something's going to be happening, or when there's something that we should be looking out for, like Goblin, for example?
I get a sense of things that are amiss, and I try to find a path that makes the most sense. But sometimes that path doesn't make any sense to me, let alone you. You've been confused before. There's a great danger coming, Cole. It may be just beyond the horizon, but it is definitely coming.
That great danger wouldn't happen to be full of shadows and darkness, would it?
It is a shadow that crosses between worlds, a man or a being.
So there was a time, not long ago, where I encountered a man who wasn't a man. He was kind of an undead creature who...
No, this is a man with flesh and bone. This is a man who has a golden skin and a desire to bring an end to this world.
Oh.
For a purpose I cannot remember other than it being perhaps even trivial. And I see you, all of you, he says, continuing to point at you, on a path that converges and comes out and fails and succeeds.
And we are on the path with this guy?
Yes. What you could think of it is, imagine yourself in a sphere. And there are other spheres, and some of them are slowly coming in together and touching and enveloping, maybe passing, maybe not. And I see you within this.
What's a sphere?
Oh my. It's like a ball, but that's not important right now. That sounds like airplane. That's not important right now. All I can say is this, is that your world is in danger, and if you fail, not only will this world fall, but so will your next one.
That's really high stakes there, 12. How do we make sure that we don't fail?
You need to find your way on this path that even I cannot fully understand. I fear if I say the wrong thing, I will send you down a wrong path.
Okay. Is there... Can you...
He looks
without-
visibly uncomfortable, like he's trying to think.
I don't mean to stress you out with this, and I'm thank you for taking the time with me. I don't need to worry about the whole path. My brother can figure that out. He's very smart and very well connected to people. I just need to know our next step.
I know your next step can be one of two paths, one of which is very dangerous, the other of which is very safe or successful. Again, he seems pained, trying to recall. But all I can tell you is when you're ready for more information, seek out information about the Star Seer.
The Star Seer.
She once had information about this.
Okay. Do you know where she is?
I don't.
Okay. Well, if it's anything like you, when the time is right, I'm sure she'll be there.
No.
Oh.
When you feel the time is right, you must find her.
Okay. I will seek out... Does she have another name? Starseer? Anything else?
No.
Is there more than one Starseer, or is it just her?
I do not know.
Okay. Okay.
It's like Star Seers that you see at the mall every Star Seer season. It's a whole bunch, but there's only one real Star Seer.
Oh.
This season on Starseer.
Old friend, it was good seeing you again. I hope to see you again soon.
I hope so too. There's definitely danger coming soon. So I hope you are able to find this path, and I'm sorry I cannot be... Oh, wait! And he reaches into his pocket and hands you a small device. Here,
What is this?
use this whenever you need it most. All you have to do is, and it's two rings in the palm of your hand that are brass with symbols on them. All you have to do is turn the inner ring around one full turn while you think about a very specific person you want to be next to, and it will get you there immediately.
Wow. That's impressive. How many times does this work?
One time, and then you must destroy it. If you-
Tacos.
If you try to use it a second time or do not immediately destroy it after using it, I fear you will be leaving a breadcrumb trail that you do not want to leave behind.
Because someone would be able to follow me through it.
That's right. You need to not only be aware of this, but you are also a source of a target of this danger. That's what I was trying to share. You need to stay hidden while watching out for this as well. I can't remember.
Is it me that's a source, or is it all of me that's a source?
It's all of you that are a source.
Okay.
He is seeking you out.
Okay. Does this have anything to do with the transport rings that I'm walking to right now?
I don't know.
Okay. Sorry, when I mean this, I mean the rings in my hand.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. I feel like I have more questions. But I'm out.
Then he walks over and puts his hand on his shoulder. Then I wish you well, and I hope you stay safe. And if you don't, I suppose I'll be seeing you even sooner.
All right. Wait, what?
He turns around and ignores you and goes back to pruning his tree.
Okay. Cole starts walking in the general direction. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's a better time. Okay. Cole looks down at the rings in his hands.
You are not heading towards the Office of Arrivals gate that she said to go to the left, past the barrier to the ring area.
Well, I'm going to where there's food real quick, and then on my way to that.
All right, just the priorities.
Just make, on the way, just wandering out. Yeah, and while wandering up to hopefully finding a food truck, meant to ask 12 about that, but it lost his attention.
You walk up to the gate then. There's a magical shimmering barrier of a gate 12 feet tall. There's a little wall, There's a little gate that's slightly different color. And there's a gatehouse, maybe 20 by 20 room made of stone. And a guy is at a desk as you open up the door to get through to the other side of the wall. There's a wizardly looking guy at a desk. Oh, it's you.
Were you expecting me?
Yes, you're heading on your way out, yes?
I am.
All right, what is your name?
Cole.
He writes that down. What is your profession?
It's kind of a big question. I am a gatherer of antiquities.
Vagabond is checked. Do you know that word? They are all like that. And what was your reasoning for trespassing here in Corndale?
Survival.
That is the one and only answer that would keep you out of legal trouble. You know your Corndale law quite well, my friend. Well played.
Been trained well many years.
And I assume you are not walking out across the entire bay back to the continent and will be using the transport rings?
Yes.
All right.
Is that these?
No.
Okay.
It's out there, through there, into the little cave area. You'll see the little metal sign outside of it.
What's it say?
Transport rings.
Good, thank you.
And you are allowed this and this. And he gives you 2 small little pouches. Good day, and the next time you return, please have the appropriate invitation or permission for Corndale.
Unless it's survival again.
Yes. Damn it.
Stupid law.
I have to make a note of this right now in the campaign log for this location. All right.
Did you get your gear back?
Yeah, that's a good
we'll
question.
find out.
Hey, can I have my gear back?
They gave you your gear back, yes.
So I have a bag with potions. I have my Morning Star, got my shield back, and now I have 2 small pouches that he just handed me.
Yes.
Okay. Can I look inside the pouches?
You may. As you walk your way towards this cave on a small little cliff, you see there are 2 pouches, one of which has a fruit in there that looks a cross between a pear, an apple, and a cherry. You've never seen anything like it. Plump and luscious. And the other one has a like a salt crystal. Not salt crystal, salt lick. Little cube. Sugar cube. Sugar cube. That's the word.
Okay.
Is this in
It's a
character?
big
Or
chunk
is
of
this
salt. Like,
Yeah.
we heard the Goliaths like these things. I don't know. Okay, great. So I have the sugar cube and a apple cherry pear.
A parachair.
Excuse me. That's the one. A paracot. All right. I walk through this gate this way then.
You walk through the entrance. You see there is a device on the floor similar to what's in your hand of a couple different rings. And those of you who joined us for Season 3, this is a variation of some device we've seen before in that season of movement. So there are several rings that are on the floor, and are several little obelisks attached to the wall that somehow control it with different magical symbols. And then there is a chair with a bored guy reading a book in a robe. And he stands up and says, "Oh, okay. Where are you headed?"
As close to Mithra as possible.
All right. And he does, can't get you very close. I can do the Iron Lands close to the pass.
The Ironlands?
Close to the pass.
With the orcs?
Yes.
Ooh, do you have other options?
I've got a small, it's like what you would call a dungeon about a day's ride east from a town called Tabernary.
Tabernary. Okay. And it's in a dungeon?
Yes.
So it's like underground?
It's not particularly safe, as the last visitor I heard. He came running back out of there.
Okay. Are there anything closer than a day's ride?
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
I've got Dekareth portal that's ready to go. I've got a hidden Zexa portal.
Oh, God, no. That's not...
Oh, I do have one that is much closer. But, I mean, it's right. It's maybe 5 days ride south. It's right on the edge of your kingdom of Calavier. But it is, I believe, several hundred feet beneath the waves of Maiden's Deep. It's another kind of magical dungeon area.
What? It's underwater?
Yes.
How's that helpful? Who goes there?
All you wizardly types.
I'm gonna have to tell him about that one later. Wow. Okay. How far away is the Ironlands? By the canyon, you said?
By the pass.
The pass.
Yes.
Into Calavier?
I don't know exact distances. You're probably looking at 1 to 2 weeks. If you can get a horse, it would cut down that time a little bit.
I really trying to get there fast. Hey, you know how these work pretty well, right? What about this one in my hands? This is a smaller one. Could this get me to Mithra?
I don't know that one.
I'm told
I
that
wouldn't. It looks similar to these devices, and I wouldn't wouldn't want any confusion with the magics. It might cause some interference.
Oh, so if I tried to use this here, okay. All right, I don't want to do that. All right. So the closest is Tabernary really the closest?
Those are the 4 closest that I gave you.
Okay.
And then I also have a Google press your luck button we can just spin. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, it's a whammy.
Looks like
Tom, you are a little robotic in your voice.
Robotic.
Just by the way.
All right.
I guess I'm going to... Oh, my God. Send me to the Ironlands.
To the Ironlands. He says, all right, I need your safety cube. And he pulls out a hand.
I hand him the apple fruits.
No, your safety cube.
Sorry, the other one. I hand him the sugar crystal.
All right, he looks at it. He casts a little spell just between his 2 fingers, and it lights up a little blue. And then he says, all right, and open, and puts it in your mouth. And puts it in your mouth. And swallow.
Yep.
All right, and open again. Stick out your tongue. Very good. All right. You are ready to go. And the Ironlands, you say.
I mean, the Ironlands, you say. I say Mithra.
I can't do that.
All right.
It's down.
I know.
And you've already swallowed the cube. Mithra is
One way
entirely
to get
different
you have to wait
orifice.
24 hours to get a whole new cube in you.
The whole process.
We have to go for that cube.
All right, so when you're ready, stand in the middle of the circle there.
Okay.
And keep your arms close to your body, please.
Okay. This is safe, right?
Yes, you may feel a slight tingling sensation in different areas.
And you're not putting me underwater or in the ground?
No,
No mountains stuck in the side of or a rock?
no.
Okay.
This isn't Star Trek, sir.
If the tingling lasts for more than 4 hours, do see a doctor, though, immediately.
Which kind of doctor?
This is Verenn. Whatever you can get. As long as they can stabilize. All right. He then goes over to the obelisk and starts pressing some symbols that light up. He does a little magic just between his 2 fingers, touches another obelisk, and says, "To the Ironlands you go." And he casts it. The rings start to move and move and move and move. A shimmering bit of blue magic starts to emanate. A half bubble around them starts to envelop you. You feel odd. You feel tingling, and then the walls of this cave fade and disappear, and you see yourself in a prairie of dead grass as far as you can see, on top of a small raised little butte with some huge tusks that are 40 feet tall and curved in, 4 of them that all circle around or hang up or like almost like arches over this same device that is on the ground right here. Here in the Ironlands. The Ironlands is far to the east of Verenn. You have literally just crossed almost as far as you can in the realm of Verenn. And
west and far
Racking
east.
up those miles.
yeah, it smells entirely different. It smells more, again, that dry, dusty, make Southwest style aroma compared to the rich, wonderful smells of Corndale from before. There are also about 6 orcs that are sitting around this device. They are all smoking some strange little pipes. They have weird charms around them. You can even hear them fading off in some sort of guttural orcish mantra they were chanting, and they all stop and look at you.
Cole, with his eyes focused, changing where he is, kind of lifts himself a little taller, just kind of standing at full heights. I am Cole Boulderfall. I'm on my way to Elmithra, and if you prevent me, it will be your end.
They rise up and charge at you aggressively. And the battle begins in the city of Elmithra.
Yep.
As there is an explosion in the stagecoach that Valador is being protected on. I think we had our other 5 heroes were in the city of Elmithra. The stagecoach is attacked. A fireball is launched. We've already made some saving throws. Some minor damage, I think, was dealt to several different people. Who was on the outside of the coach?
Valamir was on the top.
Fiona and Vessel were in the driver's seat.
Okay. So those 3.
And we took some fire damage. Some of us have our temporary hit points still intact.
And Vessel, gotcha. And that means Caven and Aragus were inside.
Yes.
All right. You guys shake your heads. You look around. You're in a district, in a region of the town of City of Elmithra that has a bunch of buildings around you. You see the stagecoach is just lightly, has a few flames around it, but they're quickly fading. The coach is on its side. The 2 horses are dead, burnt. One of them's even still just howling or whinnying in pain. Whatever a horse does, it is not happy. They are just badly, badly wounded. You look around and see from around different corners of these buildings in this wide area of the street, several ambushers are closing in. There are some assassins with bows peeking around wagons and around corners. There is a strange, very small, quick-moving assassin with a blade in his hand who's watching to see what you're doing and getting ready to strike as you are all dealing with this ambush. Inside the wagon is Verdor. And she is a bit shaken, but she's able to sit up, and she does not do much. And she looks at you, Caven, and says, I cannot take arms against this.
Who is it?
I do not know, but I wouldn't be surprised if I am their target.
You stand here. And Caven gets up to exit the coach.
Okay, you get up. I have a battle map for you all.
Nice. Your voice is back to normal.
Back to normal, great. I just unplugged and replugged. We have a battle on our hands here.
I was refreshing.
All right, what we have are about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 buildings and a scattering, essentially 5 at the top, 3 or 4 at the bottom, and 1 building in the middle. You're crashed up next to this building. You can see there to the north is a little assassin guy who just ducked behind a building. There's one to the northeast, one to the south, and then you see a strange, large spider to the east on top of a roof. It is a large creature, so it's like 10 feet wide. It's bluish in fangs and face, but has white legs that kind of phase in and out of vision. And then we have our crashed wagon, and on 3 different angles tossed about are Valamir, Fiona, and Vessel scattered, and in the middle of the wagon are Aragus and Caven, our defenders. So that's our situation right here. What I want to do is have Fiona make a perception roll, 14, and Valamir, you can make the same one, 16.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, never mind. Then we have initiative ready, and Fiona, you're up first.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay.
Is that I can't get a distance to that guy? Actually, what's the distance to the spider?
Yeah, can we zoom in just like to the edge of the spider there?
Distance to spider. Whoa!
The group's distance.
Why? There you go. 85 feet.
Okay. Move me 5 feet to the west.
West, so back.
So
Or
away
sorry,
from the
to
spider.
the east. To the
Okay.
east. Towards the spider. And Fiona's gonna draw her crossbow and shoot at it.
All right.
With a 14 to hit.
14, shunk, you hit the creature.
Nice.
Awesome. 8 points.
Ooh, nice hit.
Piercing damage.
It makes a little screeching noise in pain, and is quickly trying to scurry down this building. Valamir.
Valamir stands up.
Valamir, make a different perception roll as well for me, please.
That is going to be 14.
Never mind.
Okay, wonderful. Valamir will cast a spell, shocker.
My surprised face.
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to... Valamir is going to kind of get... I'm trying to figure out where to go.
Those horses look dead.
So he's going to move to the east 30 feet, and then he is going to cast upon the spider-type creature.
Okay.
His first second-level spell,
His first second-level spell.
which is going to be Scorching Ray,
Ooh.
which I don't have verbal components for yet, but we'll get there.
All
Don't
right.
worry.
Well, you can't cast it then.
Scorchy, warchy. And so what that does, I'm casting it. It creates 3 rays of fire, hurls them at the target, and I can make a ranged spell attack for each ray. On a hit, the target takes 2d6 damage, and I can cast it at actually 3 different targets, but all 3 of them are headed towards the same one.
All right, these are attack rolls?
Yep.
All right.
So that is going to be something very low, and then a 19 and an 18 to hit.
Those other 2s are hits.
All right, wonderful. They do 2d6 fire damage. So this is fire damage and a decent roll, 18 points of fire damage.
Total of 18.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a lot.
You light up this creature with scorching goodness, and 18. It is badly wounded. Dare I say, critically hurt.
Oh, wow.
You
Wow.
blast off one of its legs. Nice. Next up, leaping off the roof right next to Fiona is a half ogre with a shield and weapon.
That's a big ogre.
A shield and axe in his hand. He lands, I'll kill you, and he swings down with his axe to go ahead and kill you. His attack is only a 14 to hit,
It's
and that does 12 points of slashing damage.
Good. Nice.
Fiona was cut badly. Caven, you are next.
Caven jumps out of the coach and looks around, sees the big ogre, and heads that way.
Okay.
No, the big ogre.
As opposed to the little ogre.
Somebody. Anyway,
Chris.
while he
Yep, sorry.
rushes to the big ogre, gets his warhammer and propped and ready to swing, and
And you have a war
advantage.
Yep, flanking.
Flanking's advantage. And you have a Warhammer one hand, shield in the other, is that right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
with advantage, and that's gonna be. I'm gonna roll this guy. It's a 20 to hit,
Is a hit.
and that is only 6 damage.
6.
That's damage.
Puny Goliath, that tickles. A fast assassin to the north. He is currently 20. He is currently 55 feet away from Valamir, comes running around the building to Valamir, races over, stabs you 1, 2, 3 times, and then runs all the way back, all in one turn. It is the
Holy
speed of which you have
cats.
never seen before in your life.
When he comes in, does that promote a attack of opportunity?
No, but when he
No,
leaves, it
leaves,
leaves.
it does.
So he did that.
Oh, that was looking so good. That's a 15 to hit,
That will hit.
a total of 20 to hit, and a
obviously.
15 to hit.
Oh my
Jesus.
god.
All right, you have been hit for 8, 8, and 8.
What? That's 24 damage?
Our boy is down.
Can you get him with an opportunity attack, or did you drop?
No, Valamir's down.
And Valamir is down. Aragus. Valamir's just dropped 5 feet away, 10 feet away from you.
Yeah, Argus
My word.
will get up. Oh, Eridor, what is your status?
She said, I'm fine, but I can't help.
I don't need you to help physically, but we will need your spirit. Stay here. And Aragus will leave. He was going to cast a spell. In fact, he
the hell
will
is Vessel?
do so. He runs to Valamir to the north and will cast Cure Wounds, which is a D8 of health to Valamir.
Plus anything?
It's max health. D8 plus my modifier, which is +2, so 10 health.
All right.
To Valamir.
Valamir, you blink.
And as a bonus action,
And that gives me a
Uh,
fatigue.
it does, yes. He'll say to Vessel, who is next up in the rotation. He looks kind of at all of the creatures, and he looks at Vessel and says, Vessel, you see these creatures. You may fear them, but we will give them a reason to fear you. And he gives you a bardic inspiration.
I know fear.
Vessel, you're up.
Quick question: am I able to cast 2 spells in a turn if they're using different action types? So action versus bonus action.
If one of them's a cantrip, yes.
If one is a cantrip, that is not the case here. But the very large creature The ogre is a little annoying. What is my range to Valamir presently?
Range to Valamir is 30 feet.
30.
Like 25 to actually be able to be in this space beside him. But the actual physical distance is 30 feet.
And Valamir, you gained a point of
Fatigue.
fatigue. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to move up so that I am closer to the large beast, but not right next to him. There you go. That should be fine.
So just south of the wagon, just basically standing over the critically
As-
wounded horses.
As a minor action,
Yes.
can Argus put the whinnying horse out of its misery?
Yes.
He will
Yes.
do that.
Okay.
Good job.
May not need to do that.
Okay.
You're gonna heal the horses.
Wait, just a second.
There is a pulse as the energy travels down through vessel and pulses out into the world there. I will be healing Valamir for 10.
Nice.
Wow.
Back up to max health.
Yep.
Fiona.
Whoa.
No, healing you for 10. So
I
you're-
already
Yeah.
healed him.
Oh, you
because
already.
I was already up to
Oh
10.
wait, hold on. I didn't know there was an adjustment already. So
I used my first action to heal him for 10.
then I can't heal you. Sorry. This will travel to Fiona, who should still be well within range then. Healing for 12.
Awesome.
The remaining 3 hit points can go to the horses.
Okay, one horse is alive, and just before you end its life somehow,
It kicks you.
Is it fully healed? Because if not, it's got a broken leg, in which case I gotta kill it. So
you're making it harder right now, Vessel.
It's wounded. I can't. It's
Well,
winning.
don't
It's
waste
in
it.
pain. I'm trying.
He beats it so bad it's mortally wounded. Then you bring it back to. Damn it!
this is turning into a full action.
You're wasting your time. But nonetheless, the energy finds its way.
Whatever you
around
want to do with that, Tom, with the horses is up to
All
you.
right, the horse is dead. There is a zip.
Hold on. There's.
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
no,
yeah, go
sorry. You said a cantrip only. So
Yes.
I'll ignore my.
All right, there's a zip as a arrow comes flying by your head, or possibly into it, Vessel, as a shot is made from the side with a 15 to hit,
Miss.
and a 17 to hit.
That hits but does no damage. It just plunks into the head and
Oh, the
waits there.
temporary. Wait, what do you mean does no damage?
It's well below my AC, but
Oh,
for
it just
funsies,
thunks.
it
Got
just
it.
jabs in.
All right, shot misses. 2 shots are fired and missed. There is another hail of arrows, this one from the east at Fiona, as an assassin comes up from over a cart and fires twice at you, our dear artificer. Fiona, that is a 9 to hit.
No.
Oh, and a 12 to hit.
No.
Oh,
Good.
you're too small and almost hits the ogre. The spider on the roof that is critically hurt to the east comes racing over 30 feet, 60 feet, racing to get as close to Fiona as it can, but still about 20 feet away, just skittering and still missing a leg and awkwardly getting there. Seems really pissed off. Still 20 feet away with its weird phasing in and out of reality legs, and then it phases out of reality and disappears.
Oh my
Hence
god.
the phase part of the phase spider.
What?
But are we done? Don't answer yet, as the other spider phases in right next to Valamir and strikes at him. It bites at you, dear wizard. You look around just in time to frickin' move half your move if you'd like, as it critically misses.
Yeah.
I would like to move half of my move, yes.
Dang. Closing in on the ogre guy?
Go closer to the
That
to the safe
that
ogre.
attack actually finishes the horse. It just jabs in there.
Done, and done.
Nice.
It's a new round, Fiona.
So weird. Fiona's gonna use her action, disengage from the ogre. Go down 10 feet, like into the corner of the house there. Chris?
Yes. Sorry, I'm preparing my. Into the house?
No, like into
At
the
the
corner
corner.
there.
Gotcha.
Like right there. That was her move. That was her action. But she does a little flourish with her hammer, and the cannon on Vessel's shoulder comes to life.
What's this on my shoulder? Ah!
So this is the newly mounted cannon you've attached to Vessel.
Oh yeah,
And you can magically activate it.
it's called
remotely.
Lil Vessel,
Will vessel.
Little vessel.
and it's going to shoot a ballista round at the spider
To the northwest.
to the northwest.
Okay.
Nice.
For a 21.
To hit? Wow, that's
To
a
hit.
hit.
Nice shot.
Shook.
Is it just lobbing a projectile or?
Yeah, what does it look like?
Oh, yeah, it's like little tiny. It's like a golf ball sized cannonball.
Oh, all right.
And it'll do 4 points of force damage.
4 points. Force is
It does
unblockable.
force damage.
I like it. And this comes off of this cannon thing on his shoulder.
Uh-huh.
I would have given you Deem Inspiration if instead 3 dots appeared on the spider, and then you said, over here.
I'm gonna aim.
All right, Valamir.
Valamir
You're next to
is-
the ogre.
Yes.
Cap ogre.
Yeah, that's a weird move.
Valamir says, the only thing better than myself is more of me. And cast mirror image.
He's been working on that verbal component.
He just left to do the practice
Yeah.
performance
Yeah.
real quick.
So there's now 4
Oh, good
Valamirs in the world.
Oh, God.
4 of us.
The ship brigade grew.
And I'm there. And each, so, yeah. And that was my,
Where are they? Where are they occupying?
they're all around me. Yeah, I'm going to, I guess, disengage and step back behind. No, I'm going to stay where I am. I'm good.
Okay. It is the half ogre's turn. Whoa! And he is confused by all these wizards that have suddenly just charged him. He hears in a chorus.
Less enthused than the last. Ah.
All right.
I'm the real Valamir.
The real Valamir!
He's going to bring his axe down on one Valamir
Can we please do an episode with 6 Valamirs?
Yes, please.
to determine whether each time a target attacks you, so whether he hits or not, he still attacks one.
Yep.
You must roll a 6 or higher on a 20-sided die
Yep.
for him to hit a duplicate.
Okay. We ready?
Yes.
8.
All right, so he
Nice.
strikes a duplicate.
Whack a wizard.
But he's able to miss them.
Yeah,
as well.
he got a total of 23 to hit, so that's a hit.
Okay, bye-bye.
He destroys the mirror image. What happens when that image is destroyed?
Oh.
Second attack comes in.
Dies dramatically.
You need to roll an 8 or higher.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he's
Getting
striking
tricky.
me again? Okay.
Yep, multi-attack.
16.
He hits that one for a total of 12.
That's a miss.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They have my AC, right?
10 plus your dexterity
Oh,
modifier.
yeah. That's, well, no, my dexterity's +2. So.
Oh, that's just it.
12 just hits.
Wow.
All
He
right.
destroys. What does that mirror image react?
It's, oh, no. Still here.
No, it's dead because I got you with
I
the
know,
12.
but Valamir.
Oh, Valor's too. All right,
He's
half ogre,
taunting him.
half ogre is done. It is Caven. You're next to this ogre.
Wow.
So if Caven stays within reach and just moves to the other side of the ogre, does that trigger an
Yeah, if
opportunity
you
attack?
leave a space.
Leave a space.
Even if you never leave his
Soon as
melee
it's all
range.
there.
Yeah, I'm pretty darn sure. What's called opportunet
I always thought
opor.
if you, like, let's try to get away.
Because disengaging is fully pulling out of that.
Right.
But that's the full action to do so. You're taking
Right.
your time.
Let's see.
As opposed to just moving around.
You can make an opportunity when a hostile creature that can see moves out of your reach. Oh. So as long as you stay within his reach, you can dance around him all you want.
I am going to dance around him to the east,
All right.
so that I am opposite.
There's a little
Valamir.
swashbuckling vibe to it right there.
Yeah,
too.
it does.
Yeah, before you leave the reach. Okay.
All right. And
Nice.
So you're
attacking with
flanking now.
advantage.
Use that in the future.
Oof, glad I rolled advantage. 14.
14. He is confused and tries to get his shield up in time, but doesn't in his hit.
Okay, 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage.
Nice.
We have the speed guy comes racing out from behind the building again. He
Go speed
races
racer.
over to Aragus,
This can't be good.
and he strikes at you 3 times, my halfling friend,
Good
with his
lord.
dagger.
Stab, stab.
Good Solane, man.
We were gonna die.
Total
very
of 15
quickly.
to hit.
That will hit.
Total of 12
Okay.
to hit.
Nope.
And a total of 27 to hit.
Yeah.
What?
Majorly.
Okay.
Critically almost.
So 2 hits. That is 9 and 7 points of piercing damage.
So he has a +8 modifier on his attack at,
At
least.
least.
And then he runs away.
Okay. I have
can't.
5 hit points.
You have like a old person?
He does. He is
He does.
moving and provoking
Okay.
an attack, opportunity attack.
Yeah. Wait! And Argus will attack. Opportunely.
What weapon are you using?
I guess my dagger.
Go for it. It's free.
16 to hit.
16 is great, except blurred movement. Attack rolls have disadvantage against this creature.
Oh, do better.
Yeah, 12.
12 is a miss. Thought you had him, but he's a blur. But now it is your turn.
Okay.
And he's run back around and hidden behind a building now.
You there, big boy. You give up. Oh, I'm so frustrated. You make real ogres look handsome. And I'll cast Vicious Mockery on the ogre.
On the ogre. What is that?
A wisdom saving
Wiz
throw.
save. He has rolled a 7.
That is a failure. He will take 1d4 of psychic damage and have disadvantage on his next attack roll. Max damage for psychic and disadvantage on his next turn.
Nice.
Nice.
And keep in mind, there's a phase spider 10 feet away from you.
Yep.
All right. Any movement?
It
You
is
got-
my turn to move. I will do so. Max movement to, I guess, the opposite side of the ogre next to Caven.
Vessel, you're up.
Actually, that's 25 feet, so south of him, I guess.
Vessel has been catching the glimmery person running back and forth. He's going to hold his action.
Okay.
He is preparing a spell.
Mm-hmm. And you have a trigger?
When he's about ready to attack after making the run around the building, I will
Okay.
cast my spell.
As you do that, more arrows come whistling your way. From far away, the assassins peeking around corners with their bows. 2 arrows come flying at you.
Wasn't bad.
That is
Yeah,
13 to hit and
Very.
7 to hit. Shoo, shoo, go flying by the heavily armored vessel. Similarly, there are 2 arrows flying from the northeast. The assassin behind a wagon shooting one at Fiona, one at Caven. Fiona's attack is 11 to hit.
Nope.
Caven, 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
8 points of piercing.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
A phase spider
Spider.
was going to go for Aragus. Instead, it goes after the nearest enemy, and that is Valamir.
Sorry.
Comes crawling up to you. Big fangs come down. Huge fangs as big as your arm
Oh, goodness me.
come right down at you. Oh, no!
Which of you are there?
There
Wait,
are
multi-attack?
4 of them.
No multi-attack. A 9 to hit.
That will miss.
Misses. And then it fades away and disappears.
How long does your mirror image last?
A minute.
Oh, wow.
Wow, so you still got 2
Oh, he
more
should have
of you?
attacked that other one, but it doesn't matter because he missed anyways.
Yeah, but the 9
it
would have
doesn't
been, yeah.
The other wounded phase spider reappears and comes hissing right at Fiona.
They
I
weren't the
love
same
that they
they
fade
weren't
in.
the same spider?
No.
Yeah.
Fuck.
The fading in is cool, by the way.
And
that.
it strikes
just-
at you.
It's dimensional, but it doesn't move them.
God bless it. Even worse, 6 to hit.
Wow.
Like it struck you brutally, but like its fangs didn't follow the phasing in with it.
Comes back
son of a
fangless.
gun. And Fiona, it's your turn. You have this spider, huge, right, towering above you.
I sure do. I'm gonna have to attack it at disadvantage
With your bow?
with my crossbow.
Crossbow. Just the bow.
16
Shoo, you hit it.
for
Nice.
10 points of damage.
Wow.
Jeez. It turns into a ball and dies and disappears.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice shot.
Nice shot indeed.
You hear a heavy invisible pouch of gold.
And she waves her hammer again, and the cannon on Vessel pivots to the ogre to make an attack at the
So
ogre.
cool.
I'm gonna use my DM inspiration point to re-roll that 1.
Oh,
also,
why?
if-
No. Okay.
If this is a ranged attack, it would be a disadvantage.
For Vessel?
Oh, Vessel.
Oh,
Never
Vessel.
mind. Wrong
Yeah,
guy. Wrong
Vessel.
guy. Wrong
Yeah.
guy. Sorry.
It's 9.
9 is a miss. You blast a hole in some poor person's nice house.
No, at least it
Um,
wasn't some poor
Valamir.
person's head.
Okay, so the house to the north and the house to the south. Where are the doors for that?
Door is here. There's a window there, and there's a door there, and a door there.
We just lost
have to reload
visuals,
on that.
alright.
So
Here.
okay,
Door
Valamir states,
Window.
yells to the group, "We must get out of the open. We have to be tactical." And he heads to the. Actually, he's gonna. Well, we're not going to make that move yet. He is going to instead.
Don't forget, she's in the wagon.
I know. Verador, can you come with us, please?
She's been peeking out the wagon and says, "I'm on your tail."
All right. And then Valamir will attack the ogre with a spell. And we really need this to go well. So he is going to say... What does he say? He says something. Wiggle, waggle, piggle, paggle, I believe it is. And he casts Magic Missile.
Do all of them cast magic missile?
They do.
What?
Well, I mean, I don't get extra magic missiles, but
Oh.
ultimately, yes. All right. So
They all
for
look so it's like 20 missiles
Yeah.
coming.
Wiggle,
Yeah.
wiggle, wiggle, waggle, waggle, waggle,
The
piggle,
300
piggle.
scene with the arrows.
and that is going to
Oh,
do
wow.
max damage.
Wow.
So that's
15 points of damage.
That
The
is
half ogre is
amazing.
dropped.
Nice.
And he
We cast in the shade.
And then Valamir
Good
will.
job! You're still gonna run away?
Hell yeah! And,
Hell yeah, you get street when he's under
Yeah.
pressure.
and Valamir will go to the south door, open it up, and basically try to get inside and still have like whatever as much angle as he can to, see the battlefield.
Okay. Caven, it is your turn. Both you, Aragus, and Fiona can also see on the east side, and I'm pinging it now on our map, about maybe 80 feet away where the first spider was on the roof. You see a strange little green impy creature on the rooftop, and it is squawking out little orders that are somehow heard across the battlefield, and it seems to direct them with hand signals to the different assassins and creatures.
Okay. Verador is inside now?
No, but she will be going soon.
Okay. So hearing Valamir direct Verador to follow him into that house, he's not too concerned with her at the moment. So he is going to notice the imp on the rooftop to the east, and he's going to head that way 30 feet. And then he's going to, as he's running, he pulls out his hand axe. And maybe not directly 30 feet, like kind of diagonal, so he's not like right up next to this.
Serpentine! Serpentine!
I don't want to be
like,
an alarmist, but
maybe-
where is the ogre?
It's dead.
Dead.
It's dead.
Your
Super
magic
dead.
missile.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
okay.
That's fine. And he's now within 60 feet with his hand axe, and he's going to throw it at the imp with disadvantage.
Okay.
So it's a d6.
Good luck.
That's a 10. 10 to hit.
10 is a miss.
Okay.
It ducks behind a little chimney, and you clatter against the chimney.
Okay.
Caven is done. The fleety assassin comes running through the rain and racing around towards Aragus,
And that's
stabbing 3 times.
when-
This is where,
Except
This is my trigger.
Yeah.
yes.
Vessel watches keenly, finds where he's going to be, and then lays a spell upon him,
Haste.
trying to take away. Yeah.
Too fast.
Hold person.
Ooh. This is gonna be good or lame.
Or lame.
One of the two.
It's a wisdom 13. I don't know that I can add any inspiration to make it
No,
more
he
difficult.
can with his new ability, but you can only affect your rolls.
Okay. So it's a save or suck.
Okay, so it races with incredible speed right up to Aragus, has his dagger ready to stab, and then it pauses for a second, making a wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
What does it need? What's his target number?
13.
Here we go. Saving throw. Oh, got a total of 3.
What?
It was
He
an
is-
18, and then it rolled over one more die face.
He is locked into place and paralyzed. He can only break out of paralyzed by making the next wisdom saving throw in his next turn. While he is paralyzed, any damage to him is critical. And all attacks against him automatically succeed.
Wow.
So he gets to try and get rid of it at the end. So he is at least wasting a whole other turn. Or be paralyzed for the duration. At the end of each of its turns. So, no, it gets to make a save at the end of it. So it loses all of its 3 attacks and cannot go back, which already is huge, back behind cover. Now it gets a chance to try and throw it off. Even if
wait,
it
doesn't it say the end of its next turn?
of its next turn. Let me
Which
see.
is that's this turn, so it doesn't get to go until
Damn it.
the
Hold
next
on.
turn.
Hold on.
Gotta get some juicy.
Not this turn.
At
Words.
at the end of each of its turns.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, but even if it passes this, you've really done really well.
Yeah, you put him out
in the
open.
Let's
Yeah.
see.
Really
So
saved
I'm,
my
I'm making a
life.
wisdom save 13, you said?
Wisdom save 13.
Here we go. We got this one. This one is easy peasy with a 12.
Wow.
No. He's just, like he's got the dagger just so close to Aragus's back, but can't break free. Nicely done.
I want to break free.
So it's literally catching the flash. It's
Oh, what a great job.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
That was his
might
turn.
save our ass right there.
He is done. It
That
is
guy was annoying.
Yeah, very.
Aragus's turn. Oh, before you go, Aragus.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Before you go,
Spidey.
I forgot to tick my tracker up because you did the great shot, right? With
Yep.
your crossbow. You dropped the
Spider.
first
yeah.
spider, right? Thank you. I have it here. All right, everybody. Where is it? There it is. The spider died right about there.
It was right next
Oh, it was
to
right next to Fiona.
Yeah.
I see. Fiona, you feel a tingling sensation throughout your body, a pulling amongst your blood as some sort of chemical that was induced to it some time ago starts to react and react as a breach has been made in the magic. And out from the air are spawned multiple hostile kobolds is the effect of this. When you kill X amount of creatures, kobold upon kobold spawn.
What? What?
That's a bad time for this.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, 8 kobolds appear. And they just start attacking and killing everything they can get a hold of on their next turn.
What is happening?
Red potion.
The red potion. Oh my god.
Aragus, it is your turn. I've been waiting for that one for a long time.
Okay.
Me too.
Does this
Hoping you forgot. Is
does
what I
this
was,
the eliminate the effect? This is the effect. Potion's over.
You feel the power draining from you. Yes.
So Argus turns around and sees the creature with the daggers, and he gets an idea.
Like right there.
Yeah, he
Like you
sees
turn
it.
and your eyeball is right next to it.
So he gets an idea, and he pulls out his own dagger, and he's like, "Can I borrow that for a moment?" And he takes the villain's dagger,
Oh, man.
and it's just for fun. You don't have to disarm it.
Okay.
And he starts juggling them in his hands, and then
Vessel's like, don't waste.
and then quickly it's one-handed, and then quickly it's no hands, like Will Ferrell in The Office, and then the daggers start multiplying. I learned this from Valamir, and they start multiplying and multiplying, and there's hundreds of daggers around this blue creature. This is a cloud of daggers. Argus' first level 2 spell. So
Nice setup.
Yeah.
Thank
in
you.
a
The coal inside me was like, you better not waste this kill.
Yeah.
in
This is great.
in a 5-foot square, so just on the creature's person, for up to 1 minute, there is 4d4 of unavoidable slashing damage
It's already critical. And
on
hits.
this creature,
A creature takes 4d4 slashing
Which is-
damage when it enters the spell's area for the first time.
or when it tries to leave.
Or no. If it enters
sorry.
or if it starts its turn.
Oh, yeah, that's
so
right.
that's even worse for this
yeah,
guy.
so
Yeah.
he just is kind of standing there, like, "Your move, big man."
Oh, that sucks. He's slowly maybe getting his muscles slowly back to him or not, and he's got to deal with this.
And
Oh.
turns around to the kobolds, and for a bardic inspiration, will say to Fiona, "Fiona, get them." Yeah, and like kind of cowers behind.
All right. Vessel, you just took some cool, awesome actions, but it's actually your turn now because that was a reaction from before.
Actually, I did not move, so I will move with Valamir towards the building.
All right, he cannot do anything. He is paralyzed.
You want to go in the building?
If you're in there, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Although I look like I might be changing my mind, so I'm
with
starting
Valamir.
to poke back out.
Whoever's next.
Might want to look up the paralysis statutes.
I've got it on there.
It's a level 2 spell.
I don't have an easy token, but I've got this. Fiona racing up beside you with a couple chunks of burnt wagon side is Valador, using it as a shield in 2 hands to protect you next to the kobolds. She says, I am not taking arms up against these, and is holding it up against to protect you and help out. Vessel, you were taking your turn.
Vessel pulls in a lot of light. It even begins to darken a little bit around Vessel a bit. But then there's a massive burst of energy as he's still got this posture of holding this guy in place, and unleashes Guiding Bolt.
Get it. Does this come out of the other shoulder cannon?
Comes out of his eyes.
Iron vessel.
Dun, dun, dun.
Who are you shooting at?
The held individual.
Oh, okay. The Fleet Assassin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guiding bolt away.
He's paralyzed. It's an automatic hit.
It is not.
And that's why I'm asking you to check.
Yeah. Creature. All attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and if you are within 5 feet, it's a critical hit.
If I'm within 5,
Yeah.
I will move within 5.
All right, so 5 feet. You may still not hit, but you do have advantage.
I will do that. And it's critical if I'm within 5, though.
Correct.
Okay. So here we go. This is that. 5. And we'll use a Bardic Inspiration.
Ooh. Wait, you can decide afterwards.
I will hold the Bardic Inspiration. Let's see.
Go ahead. Keep going.
I'm going to use my hero point because both numbers rolled and both were exactly the same and both were too low. So I'm going to re-roll.
Good save.
And there we go. Let's do... This guy's fast, but I'm not going to be able to confirm with you if I hit, if I decide to use this.
Correct. You must
So
choose to
I'm
use
going
it.
to choose to use this now. 21 total to hit.
Oh, I was going to say, don't forget about the blurred disadvantage, but he doesn't have that because he's totally locked in. Oh, man, what a disable. How much? What was the hit?
21.
21 has got to be a hit on this poor sod. Yes.
Max damage, right?
Max damage.
No max damage plus an additional die.
Plus an
Oh,
additional
well,
die, yeah.
which is what I'm going to do. And I think it's D6.
Guiding bolt.
Yeah, it's a D6 as well. So 29 points of damage.
Wow.
Radiant.
Holy
Yeah.
moly.
It's almost cruel, but that's the part where you darken just a bit. And boom!
He is obliterated by
Wow.
white lights.
Nice.
Wow.
Total domination on that guy.
I knew we had it the whole time.
You did a 29 damage?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
the guiding bolt is 46, and then
So
I had
did
a
the
5
daggers
to
get
add.
to do anything?
They get to do damage to whoever walks into there, and
They're still there in that
Okay.
little choke point, and that may not be much, except it's a large creature that's on the outside of that choke point that might have to go through it. You know what I mean?
Spider.
Yeah.
and
Can
that
you
was it because I
draw
didn't
that,
move
Chris,
Where was it?
or do
Right
Yeah, right about there.
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Just in
Yeah.
between the debris and the. building.
Yes.
That
I
went
think it was
about
right there.
as good as that goes.
All
That's
right.
awesome.
Assassins from the right shoot at
Should be
Caven.
that one.
Still, they're like, well, we're not deterred by that amazing
No,
amount of
the
magic.
target.
Caven, you are hit for a 19.
Yes.
That is 8 points of damage, and then a natural 20.
Stand by. I'll take the 8.
Okay. Shook. And then right between the eyes.
Wait, do
coming
you
at
want to?
He's taking 8 points of damage,
Okay, taking the 8.
and then a natural 20. You doing something with that?
Stone's endurance.
Mm-hmm. We need Stone's endurance.
Goliath stone skin that activates and absorbs damage.
So that's gonna be. Come on, good roll.
It's just a 5 foot.
Absorbs 10 of whatever. that
11
is.
was dealt to you.
Awesome.
Nice.
So minus 1.
Grit and bear it.
That was from arrows.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right here.
Shunk, shunk. You see the weird imp guy continue to hide behind this chimney area and continues to just screech. You can even hear, fire, fire! Not the kobolds! And another assassin is going to shoot at Vessel. You're still within. Yeah, he's got an angle on you.
Another assassin.
To the south, who's been firing at him repeatedly. God bless it, and just hits building and nothing else. He's not hit a single thing. You know what? He's moving, damn it. He's going to fight again.
Did he get an order from the imp?
The whole
Way
spell is
down.
created in aura, so these little arrows they stop a little bit further out than actually making it.
All right, the out of nowhere next to the entrance of this house, the phase spider is going to attack, but the house is a hard target. No, Vessel is right there. It walked right past you. It turns and faces you, Vessel, just outside of range of that blade because it doesn't have to get in there quite yet, and appears and strikes at you with its fangs. I've missed every single bite with these guys, and I rolled an 8.
Consistency.
You chomp down on the arm, wiggle a bit, but can't get
Oh,
through.
goodness. All righty. Let's have a kobold, and then a kobold, and maybe a kobold, and some kobolds,
no.
and some kobolds, and some kobolds go, shall we? Bunch of kobolds. 3 surround Cole.
Caven.
Caven, I'm so sorry. Caven, that is a 13, an 8, and a 23 for 3 points of piercing damage.
I'll take 3.
Fiona, you are attacked for a 15 to hit
Yep.
and a 14.
Yep.
6 and 4.
Oof, jeez.
Unfortunately, Verador cannot help with those as she is taking on another 3. Sorry, where's she at? There we go. 1, 2, 3. And it is a miss, And a hit for minimal damage. She is lightly wounded. It is Fiona's turn. You are essentially trapped in this corner in this little alleyway area with Verador at your side and a whole bunch of kobolds. Kobolds.
What do you do?
I'm gonna wave my hammer and a 15. I'm gonna a sound of thunder starts emanating from this hammer, and I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a 15-foot cube
Thunder.
to hit as many of these little shits as possible.
Thundercats, ho.
I was thinking of in the middle of the alley. Thunder.
15-foot cube.
No? I like
No,
that.
I thought you said
For
cone,
like
sorry.
Thunderstruck from AC/DC?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I have the power.
15-foot cube, and it comes from you.
It emanates from me.
Emanates from you. Each
Okay.
creature in the cube, friend or foe.
Mhm.
Ooh.
So you can hit Verador.
She looks at you and says, holding up this wooden thing as kobolds are, she says, do it!
Yeah.
All right. So you can hit all the
All
kobolds.
those. Okay.
Do
they
it,
all need
do
to
it,
make
guys.
Constitution saving throws.
Sure,
Five
Yes, that's
kobolds.
juicy.
will be
That's awesome.
Totally successful here.
A cube. That's
Constitution saves.
Mm-hmm.
Cube of lightning.
The thunder.
Oh, dear Lord.
Sorry.
Good lordy.
How many are out there? 8, I said?
8 total. 5.
Yeah, but I'm hitting 5 of them.
All right, we're just going to do the first 2 are that one. And the second 2 are this one. The little farthest 3 fail. The first 2 critically fail.
Oh. Well, 10 points for the ones that failed.
They are obliterated.
They get pushed 10 feet away. Their guts get thrown 10 feet against the building. And I mean, it'll kill the other 2. I don't need to roll
Right.
next. Or,
wow. Does what does Verador? What does Verador roll?
Oh, yeah, I got to roll hers.
It breaks the door.
This is Constitution, you said?
yeah. She's
Uh,
good.
Yeah, she's held
She's
off from being
she's gotta
possessed.
have high Constitution numbers.
You would think so. 7.
Oh.
She takes 10 points.
10 points of
Oh, 10
damage.
Damn.
Just lit
And-
up from this
And
huge
launches
sound.
her, right? That also
Wow.
pushes her 10
It
feet.
pushes her 10 feet away.
Oh, wow. Slams her on the other
That,
side of the alley.
plank she was holding didn't do...
It got shattered outward. She's lost her shield as well.
That's how she splattered the kobolds. She was using that as a kind of
Yeah.
race between.
Probably the most
Shrapnel.
action she's gotten in a while, though.
Wow.
She's got that butt
Bro.
That's true.
I don't think he's doing much.
Any move yet, Fiona?
No, but the cannon comes to life on Vessel's shoulder and is going to shoot the spider at disadvantage.
All right.
The battery-operated butler.
For 12.
12 points.
No,
12 to hit
12 to hit.
is a miss.
What's better, the battery-operated butler or
Valamir.
the mage hand?
Shad is not
Valamir
amused by Tim, by the way.
turns to Eric and says, it does seem the tides have turned. We don't appear to need to be in here at the moment. And he steps back out of the house.
Into the blades.
And he back there. Why?
Are you on your person icon
Select tokens.
out of the area movements?
What you trying to do?
What you doing? There you go.
Casting a spell?
Yeah, I am. Step up. Oh,
Here, I'll move you. What do
Thank
you
you,
want?
Jesus Christ.
Sweet Lord.
Shit, I was originally going to do something else, but now that a lot of the kobolds are down, I don't need to do that. Actually, I still will. I am going to cast, I'm sorry, Valamir waggles his fingers and says, oozy poozy and a woozy doozy. And
Nobody wants an oozy poozy.
you would be surprised
I'm
who
thinking
wants
he
an
might
oozy
just be
poozy.
making some of these words up.
No.
All words are made up.
All right, so in from 20 feet from the area that I choose, which is going to be boop, 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 right about here, hit everybody.
What?
Yeah,
What?
right there.
Wait.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. It is sleep. It starts at the lowest hit points and moves up. You're going to be fine.
I only have 10.
You'll still be fine, I'm
You're
sure.
casting sleep.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Oh God.
So it's 5d8 worth of hit
points,
hit
yep.
points. And that is going to be good for 8, 10, 13, 15 hit points worth
15.
of. Yep, starting with the lowest and working their way up.
That gets all 3 kobolds around Caven are dropped to sleep, and Caven is not drowsy in the slightest.
As I said, don't worry. You are fine.
Die, wizard! Caven, what are you going to do?
But what about the assassin? Not the assassin.
Assassin was unaffected.
Caven is
Keep-
going
keep
to
in mind your
continue
oath,
running.
sir.
He's running to the northeast
I have
to
no oath.
this
No, no, no.
stairway
Yeah.
that's on the north side of the blue roofed house.
Okay.
As far as he can go, all full movement, 60 feet. 56, 55, and even like up to the roof if he can take a little movement up to the roof.
Got it. You are up on the roof. The imp, it is not his turn. He is quite alarmed. He's a little green guy, looks very much small and impish, like something a wizard might have as a little homunculus type thing. And it looks at you and says, "Ah, no!" and is panicking and looking for a way to escape, but it is not his turn, and your turn is over. You've closed in. Aragus, you're back inside the house in the middle, a spider not far away.
Argus opens the door, or kind of has the door open from Valimir leaving, looks at the spider and just says, A2, spider, and moves the cloud of daggers on top of the spider.
I was hoping you could.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a concentration spell.
No, it cannot move.
Well, then I'll use an action and cast it on the spider.
Cast it again.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. That you can do.
So it fades. So
I
there
can
two
change
now?
too.
So,
No,
just-
concentration, you can only have one open at a time. So that one...
so one fades,
yeah.
and the other one comes up, and it is my
to
cloud
us,
of
it all looks like
daggers.
it moves, though. So
Yeah. And it is trapped, as it were, with 4d4 slashing damage. Is it when it enters? Yeah, because I'm
when it enters and
yeah.
tries to
So
leave,
basically
or starts
now.
its turn.
When it enters, but you know, it's not entering or starting its turn yet.
Oh,
So as soon
okay.
as it does, yeah.
So I basically, it's like trapping it, and then it'll, on the next, its turn or my turn, it'll take the damage, right?
If anyone moves into it, they take damage, and if anyone starts, which this creature will, it'll take
Okay.
the damage.
But not that first cast.
Not the moment it's cast.
Okay.
No.
Cool.
All right. So great. Any movement? Or are you good?
I will then, I'll move to cover Valador.
Verador?
We've said it 3 different ways today. Yes.
Yep.
And like just, I can be in the same space as a creature, so I'm using my little hit points to protect her.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I will then say to the spider, "You're looking a little itsy bitsy," and I will use my bardic inspiration against the spider as a.
Good one, friend. I like that one.
How does that work?
It is my unsettling words. As a bonus action, I can expend one use of my bardic inspiration against a creature I can see within 60 feet. It will subtract the number rolled from the next saving throw it makes.
Ooh.
So
Wow, nice.
That's a first. I like that. All right.
there it is.
How is Verador looking after that chunk that I just took out of her?
Yeah. She is looking okay. Not ideal.
Okay.
But okay.
Yeah, in story, Argus will just, how are you?
She says, I've been better, but I'm fine. Where's Caven?
I don't know. Argus is in a lot of pain right now.
All right. She says, you'll be fine. And she runs
Suck it up.
as fast as she can to catch up to
Other
Caven.
assassins,
Oh,
I wonder.
okay.
There's one that's like down here, and then
She
this
can run- oh,
dirt
dash.
bag that's up there.
Yeah.
All right.
Vessel, you're right next to this spider.
Why?
Vessel holds out his hand, and runes start to shine up and down the arms, covering the body.
Are you trying
They
to
all
steal Aragus's kill a second time with these daggers?
form kind of
Yeah.
form a kind of a misty covering all around Vessel, which does fade, but it just holds. And he casts Sanctuary upon himself,
Okay.
and then will brace for the impact
Okay.
of the attack.
An assassin goes. He shoots at the closest target, which is Verador. Misses and misses. Shoot, shoot. The other assassin that was running around the building.
Where are these guys? Oh, they're there.
And he is going to shoot. He is going to get a shot at Caven. He is command. Over here, help! He's up here! Says the imp. He's going to fire at you, Caven.
It's
You
a
have light cover.
disadvantage.
What?
That's got to be a
It's light cover. You have +2 to your armor class.
Okay. And distance, too. It's pretty far
Let's
away.
check the
That's
distance.
pretty far.
70 feet. Short bow is 80 feet. Nope, it's good. He shoots at you. +2 to your armor class. Due to the roof is a 16 to hit.
No.
And a total miss. Shoo, shoo. Arrows go flying by and misses. And a phase spider starts its turn in a blade. Blade, what is it? Blade cloud of
cloud of
daggers.
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 Roll the damage.
Is 2, 3. Ooh, that is 11 points of slashing damage.
All right, it will take 11. What will it do? It will take 11, and it will strike out the closest bad guy, and that is Vessel, who's got
Vessel
all that
is protected by Sanctuary.
What does that
Must
mean?
make a Wisdom save,
armor.
or he's forced to find another target.
He'll find another darn target then. All right, he will leave. He will head to the east and attack Aragus.
So since he leaves that spot, does he take?
No, only one
Just
instance
once per
of
turn.
him either starting or entering it.
Has he left my area of control?
He has.
Then I will opportunity attack him.
Go for it.
Am I able to do this with a mace, or do I have to use my fist? Because I've been casting.
Well, I don't know. What's your hand? You have a shield in one hand and a holy symbol in the other.
Well, the symbol's a part of me. It's not really in the hand.
Yeah, you need a hand for it.
I've been saying the hand's empty. So
Then-
is he able to take the mace and bop him, or
No. You
Uh,
have to punch that.
then he'll punch?
Okay.
We'll go
Unarmed
for that.
squish.
One-armed squish. Probably a miss. Oh no, I use my strength on top of that, don't I? 11 to hit.
11 is a miss.
Okay.
Creature scuttles over the last of the phase spiders, goes with big fangs, and they sink into the halfling bard.
Oh dear.
What are you doing?
Bardic Inspiration die.
The bardic negative inspiration.
I thought that was.
he hit
You
it
have
with.
to roll either I roll it or you roll it, but you subtract that number from the roll.
From the attack
He
roll?
rolls it.
Yep.
Oh, okay. What did you roll?
A 1.
All right. So it had a
I'm going
total-
to use my TM Inspiration to re-roll that.
Sure. Do you choose, or is it the next?
Unsettling words.
I think it's the next.
Either way. it
The
would
next
be-
saving throw. Yeah.
Okay. Saving
Oh,
throw.
saving throw.
Saving
Okay,
throw.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Never
yeah.
mind.
This is not a
Not
saving
attack.
throw.
Yep,
so-
never mind.
All right, ignore that.
Sorry.
It strikes you with a 23 to hit,
Okay.
and it does 8 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
I'm unconscious.
Ouch.
Then make a Constitution save as poison
no.
courses through your body.
I have advantage against poison.
You're gonna need it.
Yep. Well, that's good.
What was the Constitution?
Only 11
16.
is a success. You take half the damage. You take.
But I'm dead. Unconscious.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you have a death saving throw applied.
So 2.
That doesn't happen at the same time as the
No.
wound. Okay.
Piercing damage, and the target must make a saving throw on a failed save or half as much. You know, I don't know. For now, we're going to say no.
So what happens to him?
He has a failed death save against
One failed. Okay.
You want to hand him the coins?
Yeah.
him. So watch out, Aragus.
Coins.
Kobolds continue to sleep. And it is Fiona's turn.
Whew. Okay. The cannon's gonna get a shot off real quick.
Not at disadvantage.
Not a
Unarranged, no.
disadvantage. For a 16.
Jeez.
On the spider?
Yeah.
Is a hit.
12 points of force damage.
Whoa! Big hit.
12, 12, 12, 12, 12. Creature is critically wounded now. Standing over Aragus.
And then Fiona's going to run around Valamir to get next to Aragus.
Okay.
Yep. And she is going to
Like in the spider's range, or
around you, to the north of you. Yeah.
got it.
That's
Jesus.
ideal.
And then I'm gonna do Cure Wounds on Aragus.
Oh, thanks.
For 9 points.
He's now at 9.
And looking at unofficial tweets from the D&D folks, it is a separate source of damage, the poison. So yes, it is a death failed save for Aragus.
So 2.
No, you're
No.
good.
No, just
you
that
just
one.
got healed. You don't
You're
need to
at
worry about death
exhaust
saves
1
anymore.
right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Fiona is done. Valamir. So in this alleyway, we have this critically wounded spider, Aragus, Fiona, and Valamir all right next to each other.
Sleeping kobold's a little bit further away.
Valamir will
Get him, Big V!
do, little F. And
Do a little look the birds.
and Valamir will spin his hand around. A little fire will form in the palm of his hand, and he will cast a firebolt at the spider.
Okay.
And that is going to use an inspiration, a DM inspiration, to re-roll that. It was a 3. And instead, it's an 11.
Is a miss.
Awesome.
Caven.
Hold on, I'm not done.
Yeah, you may wait, Caven.
And then Valamir is going to go right there
Valamir enters
and draws a dagger.
the sleeping den.
Next to the kobolds. All right. Caven, what you got?
Caven is rushing right up to this green imp.
All right. It's bobs and weaves to try to avoid your attack.
Taking a swing at it.
Do you see an imp? I don't see an imp.
It's not on the map.
Got it.
It's right about there.
Taking a swing at it. 12?
12 is a miss. You swing. You get another opportunity as it runs and leaps over to a nearby house. And as it runs and leaps, you can get a swipe at it.
I will do it. 15.
15 is a hit.
9.
9 damage?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Okay. Not only do you hit it, but it hits the roof and falls hard Peter Griffin style. Just
as it starts to hop, I just hit it from behind, and it's just
What kind of damage is that?
bludgeoning.
And do you do extra to like
Nah.
fiends or anything like that? I don't know if
Not
the imp
without-
is, but
he has an ability to do one of his
Right,
channel
extra
divinities
damage,
or
yeah.
something like that.
Little saline juice.
the saline juice.
All right, and it is not moving at the bottom of the below the house.
Oh, good.
It's not moving.
Correct. Aragus,
I
you are alive with a few hit points.
am alive with but a few hit points. I will.
But a few.
Oh, I really don't like this bug.
Get it?
Yeah, Aragus just feigning the pain and whimpering, giving his best performance, looks up at the spider and just says, "Oh, I wish you would hit, bite, slash, grip, anything harder than what you've been doing. Your performance is absolutely abysmal." Dissonant Whispers has been cast at 2nd level. This is a wisdom saving throw.
All right, you get to roll that saving negative thing that you applied to it.
Doesn't need to
Oh, okay.
understand
I will
you.
roll it. No.
Okay.
Well, we know that one didn't require it. The
It has to hear me. It doesn't have to understand them. It doesn't say anything about it.
how do you spell dissonant?
2 S's.
Dissonant.
Thank you.
Dissonant.
One creature that can hear you. We might be thinking of Pathfinder 2, where they clarified that kind of
Yeah.
stuff very specifically.
Yeah,
So
and there
it's
was
fine.
an ability in Pathfinder where
Yeah.
you could pick it up and it wouldn't have to understand the language.
All right. So you're rolling that.
It's rolling a saving throw against my Bardic Inspiration, -4.
Nice. That'll help.
Bad news, the -4 did not help in any way. Good news, because it rolled a natural 1.
Okay.
Oh, shoot.
This is a level 2, so this will be 4d6
So
of
max
psychic
damage to
damage.
start
Not on saves.
Oh, okay.
Only on attacks.
Well, bummer.
For now,
2,
is how we're doing
5, 10, 15 points of psychic damage, and it has to immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from me.
it. How do you want to destroy this guy?
I want it to try to
him
phase
walk into
away,
your
and then
blades.
it just can't, and it's like static, and then it just blows up, and we've got spider goo all over us.
That'd be great if it ran back into the
Ran
daggers.
back into daggers. Minced itself up. Stirred up. This is less painful than his words.
Goes into perfect soliloquy. Cut me, O dagger!
Yeah. I want to cut myself.
Assassin to the north runs away down an alleyway, and Assassin to the south also runs away. They flee the fight.
No longer control.
So we have 3 sleeping kobolds.
Do
Nope.
we?
Do
Nope.
we though?
Apparently we do not.
They're fleeing.
Where? Where's Cole? We need to smash him.
So we have no current enemies.
Correct.
I don't think you
Um,
killed the imp.
Well, as
Yeah,
the,
we need to check.
Caven wants to go to the other rooftop, check for a pulse.
All right.
Argus looks down the alleyway and says, "Oh, come now, boys! Running away is never a solution."
You go down,
Let
you
them
check
go,
the pulse.
let them
Veridor is
doing so
beside
well.
you, and she says, "Are you all right?"
I will be fine.
Good. I see you've taken more damage from your artificer than the enemy.
Wait, no? I took a bunch of damage from stupid assassins. Oh,
I
yeah.
took more damage. You check the imp. The imp is dead.
Okay.
It
Does the imp have anything on it?
It lays contorted.
Supposed to give you the weight.
For that matter.
How much gold did these kobolds come with?
perhaps?
I'll retrieve my axe from the other rooftop.
Yes. The imp does have a little bag wrapped around a thin cord on its belt.
And I grab it. Caven grabs it.
What from the ogre?
Hold on. What's in the
Hold on, one thing at a time.
Me first.
My loot first, guys.
Why can I not see?
At the close of combat, Vessel is engaging in another spell once everyone is kind of grouped together.
All right, it has a small, cheap-looking gem that might be sold for a few coins.
Okay.
Ruby. Looks very clouded, though. And it has a coin on there that is not a coin of the Kingdom of Calavier, sorry. It is a coin that looks custom made that has the word Daymar on it. Fighter of the Nightmar.
Boo.
It's just
It's just Damar, right? Please.
It's Daymar.
Okay. All right.
He's master of karate and friend to everyone.
All right.
That's what you see.
I pocket them.
All right.
For now.
And you may also make a history 19
Okay.
to see if you recognize that. I see Chris looking around weird.
No, I don't.
Okay, never mind. You are fine. There is blood on the streets. People start to poke their heads out. You can hear off in the distance, finally, the whistle of the city guard being called. And we will take our break there. We will be right back after these few commercial messages. And we are back. Thank you again for everyone for joining us. And if you're thinking about supporting this show, just a few bucks certainly helps us out. And we always appreciate our supporters. You can check that out at patreon.com/IngloriousBards. In the Iron Lands, on top of a butte with huge tusks over a teleportation ring that has not been used for that purpose by these orcs for a long time and are used as more of a holy site. These orcs come swarming after Cole like crazy and attacking him left and right. And in particular, Cole, I had a bit of information here. Boop-a-doop, doop-a-doop. Orc. NPC. Orc. There it is. Can you, for me, make 2 wisdom saving throws?
Sure. The first one was 19. The second one was 13.
Okay. Can you make 5 attack rolls?
Yes. Simultaneously? Or do you want one after the other?
I need the results of 5 attack rolls.
Okay. 12, 14, 17, and 19 and 11.
Okay.
Good rolls.
You are smashing and slashing at 4 orc shaman that are charging in. They are attacking with stabs, with crooked axes, and casting spells at you, trying to control your mind, as well as attacking you with ghostly weapons from their ancestors. You are attacked over and over relentlessly.
I forgot to add +5 to all those. Do you need that
I need the
+5?
total number, yes, please.
Okay, so let me go back through it in reverse. You got a 16, a 24, a 22, a 24, and a 19.
That is way better than what you told me before.
Yeah, I literally need +5 for each of those.
Okay.
So I just gave you my rolls.
You attack and slice at these orc shamans, sending tattered robe, hide things with blood flying left and right, screaming to death orcs. You are attacked and hurt as well. I need Alistair roll. Roll 3d8, please.
3d8. Better careful what you're doing over there.
That would be a 4, a 2, and a 1.
There we go.
7 point. You only take 7 points of damage.
Yes, sir.
And are able to scare off 2 of them and slay the other 3. They lay dead at the feet of Cole amongst this holy area of them. A wind from across the plains blows your hair that does not exist dramatically. The other orc shaman are racing off, running as far as they can across this open prairie. That is what you see.
Montage.
Far to the west, you can see off in the distance are large mountains of that border between Calavier, which is the Gold Kingdom that you're after, and the Ironlands of where you are at currently.
So, when we say you're in the Ironlands,
Yes.
on the map, that's like the last 25% of all of Verenn. Is there a more specific location in Ironlands that I'm at that I can identify?
Yeah, make a survival roll.
Okay. Oh, that's not very high. That's 8.
Put this away.
You have no idea where you are at.
You
think-
determine you're in Navarre.
You think you are close to some hills that are deep within the Ironlands, but you're not sure.
Okay. All right. Okay. Here's what I remember. It was a long time ago when I was a kid here. But there are some sort of mounts that are ridden here. If I recall, they're like large boars. So if I can get myself one of those, head east, I should be able to make it through the big valley, the Gates of Iron, I think.
West.
And then when the sun sets, the sun sets behind me. I only rolled a 6. Calm down. I gotta go the other way. I gotta go into sunset, not the other way. If Fiona were here right now, she'd be yelling at me knowing this one. So if I get one of the boars, I head into the sunset. Try to make sure I'm not losing my sight so I can keep my distance vision. I should be able to make it across the range. So, walking out of the cave. I'm in a cave, right? You said it was in a cave area?
We're not in a cave.
It was flat land with the horns over it. Okay,
Yes.
great. So I can see where the mountain ranges are. And
The only thing Cole knows for sure is that north is physically up.
if I go straight up, I know that's north. So if I point my hand to the left and I make an L, that's the left side, which is probably west, and that's where I go.
You have a negative 20 for survival.
Yeah, so that's his plan. He planned it. So he's got to find a boar, ride the boar, head into sunset.
All right.
That's the title.
And so your goal right now is to find a boar. Is that correct?
Correct.
How are you going to go about doing that?
Well,
Bacon.
there is I saw that there were shaman here, orcs that were all
You saw the ones you
saw them,
yes.
and I saw the ones that ran.
Yes.
Follow them.
Okay. They are heading not towards sunset.
I'm going the other way.
They're going 90 degrees to the right of sunset.
They probably know where a boar is. I'm gonna go where they're going because they're heading back to another tribe.
Okay.
And I know there's tribes around here, and those tribes are gonna have guards. Guards gonna have a boar. I'm gonna get the boar from him, ride it, take off, head to the mountains, profit.
You head after these orc shaman. They are running fast. I'm picturing like Native Americans in the Wild West just hoofing it, like a war party on
Sure.
foot though. But they know the land and are able to travel long distance faster. But you can follow them, but they can see you following unless you're gonna really go very slow and let them get way ahead because it's just wide open terrain.
I stand roughly 2.5 meters tall, so there's not enough distance I
Yeah.
can get from them that they won't see me coming.
Okay.
Goliaths are
in my head.
persistent
Curve of
hunters
the earth
anyway.
literally factors into your cover.
So I'm just gonna keep going.
Okay, you chase after them.
Is that rock getting closer to us?
You run and you run for the longest time. Make an athletics roll, please.
Natural 20, so 25 total.
You run all day and several hours into the night with
Past the shamans.
with a bright moon lit night. You can still get a sense of where they are. You are able to follow them. You are able to close the gap on them if you want, or you can keep a distance from them. Your choice.
I was gonna just keep a distance.
Okay, you run and run and run, and you are able to suffer no ill effects. You are not exhausted at all. You are primed and pumped with adrenaline and huffing and puffing, and you follow them down a large valley. It's kind of steepish valley that has smoke off in the distance, and you can see several yurts of an orc camp down in this valley. You estimate it to be maybe 24 yurts are there. Multiple fires, some weird tribal song going off on in the distance, and that's what you see from the moonlit valley hilltop.
Around the yurts, do I see any patrols, any hunting parties, specifically anyone riding any creatures at all?
Two things. You're going to make a perception roll as thing number 2.
Okay.
Thing number 1, which I didn't think was going to apply, and kind of might.
It's gonna be like straddling a corgi, isn't it? I'm gonna be too big for it. I just can't ride on it.
You gotta use 2, one for each foot.
Sitting on a duck.
Writing that one down.
Safety cube effect. When consumed, cannot be surprised for the next 24 hours and has +4 to initiative and perception.
Whoa.
The concept is people that transport need to be aware of what's going on, and that's why they do that. So you do have an advantage. Make a perception roll +4 on top of everything else that you get.
Okay. Natural 20.
Yeah.
So 24.
All right. I will hand over control of this camp to you, Jeremy. You describe what you see and what is there.
I am your god now.
So the way I was picturing it was Cole kind of coming up over the crest and seeing down into where, like you said, there were about a dozen yurts, maybe 2 dozen. There are probably 3 campfires, 1 central, 2 on the outsides, and patrolling around those in a circle are 4 different regular security patrols that are just kind of checking in at the fires as they go by every time. And number 4 is coming up to Cole's position underneath the ridge. So walk, and so directly under me is where that patrol is coming from.
Okay.
And the goal for Cole is to slide down undetected, knock the rider off. I don't even need to worry about him. Just take the boar and hoof it west.
Like Rambo going into a Vietnamese camp.
I need your boat.
All right. You are waiting in ambush as a single rider is circling around some distance from this camp. As he approaches, you are hiding. You, with your good perception, can see him coming from a mile away, can anticipate his path. Make a stealth roll with advantage. Your target number is a 14.
Okay. With advantage, I get to roll twice, which is probably great. Well, how's a 7?
7 is half of what your target number was. And this orc.
Oh, I do have a DM inspiration. You know what? I'll use the DM inspiration.
All right.
I'm rolling both dice. Is that correct still? Because it was advantage?
Yes, go for it.
All right. How about a natural 20
Oh my
or a
God.
19?
You may have control over this scene as well. What happens in this moment?
Oh my gosh.
Just like I planned it. Coming up, like you said, he's coming up and around. I do not necessarily hide myself as much as I crouch into kind of a tight ball. I'm already stony looking, so he ignores the dark boulder at night. And when he comes by, I spring up, that's me! And scare him, grab him by the arm, pull him down, and just literally just like throw him to the ground, cracking his head on the ground. Grab a hold of the boar, who totally was fine. Has no problem with being a completely different rider because already understands that I'm controlling animals really well, and ride off into the moonset.
You had me there most of the way.
That was pretty good. Felt good about
That's 3 natural 20s.
Most of the
it.
way.
Weird.
Yeah. It was.
Make a animal handling style roll.
Natural 20.
I swear to God.
I gotta believe in it.
What is that? That's going to be survival, I believe.
As a 12.
With a 12, the creature growls and bucks and is difficult to control. You've taken out the orc rider and are able to get away from the encampment before they are able to find out what's going on, and you get quite some distance away, but it is not an easy beast to control. As you ride off into the dark. It is getting cold as the wind bites at your skin. It is... No, it doesn't, because you're
He doesn't-
resistant to
yeah, he
cold.
is.
Cold doesn't bother me anyway.
Don't care at all. It is getting late, and you've ridden several miles away from these orcs. You're going to need to think about resting somewhere, somehow.
Yeah, if I can get inside the valley, the Gates of Iron location, in between the two, that's a great place to stop if that's not so far.
Sounds like a wind tunnel to me.
You have no idea with that earlier survivor where that is.
Oh, okay. So, how far am I from the mountain range in general, or can I even see it?
You cannot see it, and you believe you're several days away.
Days away. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and, determining that no one's following me after being several miles out, I'm going to go ahead and take a rest.
Okay?
And I will stake down the boar that I'm riding. Make sure it's tied off.
Tied
like
to
the
your foot.
Lilliputians, just like stakes.
Yeah, like really the hammer, right? I drop the Morning Star, tie off the leash to that. Like, I dare you. Try to drag that away. And I'll make camp. And while I do, I'm going to look at the dials again, the brass rings that I was given,
Okay.
and just kind of inspecting those. He said you take the inner one, you do it a full circle, and think of the name of a person you want to be next to.
Correct.
Right? You don't even say it out loud, or do you say it out loud?
I don't recall.
Okay. Taking a look at it while he's at camp, he actually does that. I'm holding the coin right top of the circle all the way around. It goes, Gavin, you could see this.
Okay. You do so, and instantly you are gone and reappear next to your brother Caven.
Wait a minute, am I gone? Does my gear come with me, or am I just gone?
You and all your gear, everything on you, everything in your hand, or disappear from the Ironlands entirely.
And one wild boar.
You've left a warg behind.
It was a warg.
Attached
No wonder it was so
to your
fierce.
weapon. That is gone.
Shoot. Really like that thing.
And you appear next to Caven, and you, Caven, and the rest of your friends are wrapping up an evening with Verador at her place, making sure she's back safe and sound. She's been talking about the ceremony and the attack, and she's been saying things like, I have no idea how this happened, and I'm so grateful. Those kind of conversations, and we'll get to all your different thoughts leading up to that in just a moment. When Cole suddenly appears out of nowhere, squatting on the ground, looking quite confused with a strange device in his hand, as though he just phased in like those spiders.
David. Ah!
Great Solene, man.
Cole.
Then he grabs his heart and drops to the ground, dying. You are now dying currently with one death save.
What?
The magic of the protection of her house has prevented your entry, as it is designed to do.
Wow.
And you've been hit with significant amount of force damage. And he says that word, smiles, says that. You say Cole, and he drops, dying.
Well,
Uh,
that's
Ca-
as inconvenient.
Caven rushes over.
Valimir kicks his feet up onto Cole. So, anyways,
Caven
That would
rush-
be convenient.
Caven rushes down to Cole. Can tell he's alive.
he is breathing shallowly.
Takes out a potion.
Don't you have lay on hands?
Yeah, but I also have a potion. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he'll lay on hands.
All right.
For 15
Okay.
points fell.
Oh. What the hell?
Makes no sense. Just from your perspective. Either perspective, it makes no sense.
Cole.
It's not. We gotta break the thing.
Break what?
And Cole looks over at Valimir and like drops what the rings in his hands at your thing, at your lap.
Oh, fascinating. And I'm going to detect magic on it.
All right.
Puts it in his pocket.
Yeah.
You detect magic. It is definitely magical. Make an Arcana roll for some bonus goodness. This is going to be a it's going to be a 12. What'd you roll?
Total of 7.
Oh, I really wanted one. Okay.
It was a 2.
Oh, you
You want to give me another DM inspiration to roll that again?
Not good. You detect that it is definitely teleportation magic. He has acquired some powerful device, and it is powered up and ready to be used.
What do you mean we have to break them?
How did you get in here? Says Verador.
The crazy old guy at the trees gave me the rings and said to think of a name and turn it into a
he
circle.
needs more lay on hands.
He got all I had.
It's all right. I got past the orcs, but I'm here because of the thing.
The orcs.
What orcs?
Caven looks over at Valamir and says, "He said to break them."
You want me to break these?
It's gonna follow us. Breadcrumbs. He said there's breadcrumbs. We're all being watched.
Very well. Valamir, understanding that in this home, probably he needs to step outside to take care of this.
Okay.
And he's going to go outside and attempt to melt them down.
He goes outside, and then you hear.
Would you like some help with that?
Yes, please.
Then you hear the two of them. They're not the strongest people out there.
Well, I don't need to do anything except heat metal.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Use the level 2 spell here. Choose a metal object, weapon. Weapon or metal armor, but
That'll
I don't
work.
know if it counts in this case.
All right, you start heating the metal on this this item, and it becomes super hot. And with some boot kicks up against a wall, you're able to dent and disform and disfigure. And after a while,
Just Valamir out there kicking the shit out of a fucking ring. No!
and after a while,
Why did it have to be me?
you detect no magic upon this device. After a while, it is destroyed beyond recognition.
Okay. Valamir will pick it up.
Although you think in the right hand you might be able to remake it.
And put it in his pocket. But changed my answer.
You may add a damaged transportation device to your equipment list.
It is technically 2 rings.
Yes.
I could use them too.
Are they platinum?
Doesn't have to be platinum. 50 gold each.
Cole is still inside.
Cole, where have you been?
I was in Corindel.
I don't know this land.
I know, me too.
In Azamir?
Yeah, that's what the one. Yeah.
Valamir, weren't you just talking about Azamir?
What are you talking about? How?
I did.
That's very
indeed.
far away.
That's where the little
How did
village
You
you
were
get
all
there?
very loud.
You were in Azamir. Is that correct?
Yes.
It's exactly where I said he was going to go. Did I not?
Settle down.
Your other mirror image comes around. Yes, I agree.
Damn, he's handsome when he's right.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
going to be casting that unnecessarily now. Can I get a quad mage hand, please?
Oh boy, here come the circle jerks.
Okay. I don't know exactly everything that happened, but here's what I remember. I woke up after whatever happened at the lighthouse. There was the void things going through. You put the box up in the thing, and then huge flash of explosion. Then I wake up in this very soft bed. The trees are making music. And Dr. Sister was telling me about how things are and that I'm not supposed to be here and I should use the rings to get back. But they can't send me to Almithra because it's blocked. So they said to get to the closest one, and the closest one they sent me was the Ironlands. And Cole looks at Caven very meaningfully. So I used those, but before I got there, this guy, who I've seen before, met me in the bar. He called himself Old Friend. I named him 12. Old Friend says that he knows that we're being watched, and more importantly, that the world is in danger. And he wants to tell us this because we are all being watched by some guy on another realm who is not the undead crap that we looked at. The different dude. But our paths cross, and he said that he sees successes and he sees failures, and he doesn't know which is which, and he can't tell me anything. But when we're ready to look for it, there's a star seer to look at, and then he gives me that thing and says if I think of the name of the person that I want to talk to, it'll put me next to them. But it will leave a trail. Because we're being watched, it had to be destroyed afterwards so that we can't be followed to our current location. And then I died here. And you revived me.
course, I'm your brother.
You're
And
my
what
brother.
is following us?
I don't know.
Couldn't possibly be a who vessel. Cole, that was an awful lot to go through in just a few days.
Few days. That was 2 hours.
And even worse. Are you sure you're all right?
Very traumatized.
You don't know if everyone here believes you.
You're giving me that look again.
It just is a fantastical tale, and we know you have a knack for facts. So
I'm knack for facts.
We
Well-
respect your truth.
Cole, you'll be troubled to hear that we have just recently been attacked ourselves. It seems we, and also you, Verador, are targets as a group. Perhaps for the same purpose.
I disagree. Have not left here in the longest time, and then when I finally did, I'm attacked, and I cannot say I'm surprised. And I think maybe I should not have left in the first place. I have been adventuring for many years, and as I said before, I've made a few good friends and many, many enemies. Not all of my adventures were of the most noblest of causes. Some were, and I've crossed paths with some dangerous folks.
Verador, may I ask you a question? Several times I have heard you, during tense moments of enemy contact, state, I am not attacking, I am only defending.
Is there something else we can talk about?
Well, I feel like, under the circumstances, this would be an important matter.
I'm sure you do. What else can we talk about?
Lovely.
I'm sorry that I hit you with that rolling thunder.
No, I told you could. I didn't know you had that in you, though.
Sorry. Are you feeling all right?
I'm feeling all right. You pack a bigger punch than I expected.
Yeah. Thank you.
Vessel would like to have been casting a very obvious healing pulse for a long period of time. Takes 10 minutes to accomplish.
Ooh, your first casting of Prayer of Healing?
Prayer of healing.
What does that do?
It's a big, massive healing to everyone who's in range.
How much?
Greedy on the hit points.
I gotta find out. But at the conclusion of the 10 minutes, I will be able to heal.
All right. Up to 6 creatures. Heal 2d8 plus your spellcasting modifier plus your cleric life path bonus.
So the 6 will be everyone here, excluding myself, but including Verador.
Okay.
How about another 4 on top of that for a song of rest?
It's not a resting.
Not a rest,
zone.
yeah.
Oh,
but
it's
if
not.
you have a
Yeah,
rest.
sorry.
But that's a nice idea if they need it after that.
That's
How many hit points are we healing?
Hold on.
He's rolling.
Come on,
He's-
get on it. Let's go.
He's impatient. 8, 7, 15. Everybody,
wow.
15.
Nice.
I am max.
Thank you.
15 times 6?
15 times 6.
Just at 90 points of healing by my math.
You gotta sit still for 10 minutes, but yeah.
Holy moly's.
I'll sit still for 15 minutes. 15
You should
hit
be
points.
almost at max.
Yeah,
You're at
that
30 now,
gets
right?
me right up to
15
29.
puts Cole at max.
Verador, you seem worried. But you also seem irritated at some questions. Maybe irritation's not the right word, but
Oh, no, it is.
She smiles at you.
do you want us to leave?
I think I've had enough for today. That was an interesting ceremony and then an interesting ride back.
Are you going to be all right by yourself?
I'm sure I'm fine. These walls have kept me safe for quite some time.
Verador, I hope you do not feel like I failed you today.
No. No, I think it was my decision to go out. I thought it would be good to help the city by responding to their request to be there for that ceremony and to vote. I really wasn't expecting to vote Hammett when I left, but I
Something
did.
compelled me.
Weird.
I don't know.
I didn't see his name on the ballot.
Somehow I just wrote it down.
No, it wasn't me.
One
But-
more question for you, if I may, Verador.
As he's going out the door. Just one more.
Do you have any idea who may have orchestrated this attack on you today? Or any leads or suggestions where we might be able to follow up on how to perhaps investigate this?
I could say there are half a dozen people or organizations throughout Verenn, maybe one beyond Verenn, that would want to strike me the moment I left this home. But I would certainly not recommend you investigate it at all. These are payments due that I don't necessarily disagree with. And I must either pay my dues or stay in my hiding. And I don't think getting you intermixed into these kind of things would help. These more than just good acquaintances of mine that I've just made, she says, looking at you all. I would hate to see you harmed going up against enemies that I've dealt with.
Yeah, but we don't want to see you harmed either.
I should be safe here.
Well, and if we could free you of this prison of your own, not of your own devising, but of your enemy's devising, and give you the freedom that to be beyond this home.
You are appreciated, but you're poking your nose in particular, Valamir, into a sensitive area that is not your business.
Very well. I just had assumed since we had, well, you know, you are right. You are right.
Good call.
I do not feel I would be taken in the spirit that I would mean
Roll
the
for
next
initiative.
words.
Well, we will leave you.
Thank you again for everything today, the company and the protection.
Yeah, you bet.
If you need anything, you know where to reach us at the academy.
I will send word there. And then I've also set up a place for you, if you'd like, at an inn.
Oh, really?
Yes, called the Welcome Hall. You have, I think, about 2 weeks of time paid there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Room and board.
You knew about this?
Of course.
You haven't even been here.
She
How do
sent
you
me
know
the-
about?
Well, she sent you a letter. I have it right here. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so
Of
much.
course.
I'll show you where it is. It's a nice room.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to getting Cole's letter at some point in time in the future.
All right, she lets Baz, the phasing in and out ghostly butler, open the door and escort you out. She does quietly pull you aside, Cole, and say, "No, you did not fail me." Caven, sorry. No, you did not fail me. And I appreciate you and your friends' help. It's hard for me to ask for help, and you were quick to come.
I
I'll always be quick to come.
Okay, it's too easy. Too easy.
I do not take for granted your request, and I understand that you have been used to fighting your own battles for a long time. I am here to protect as a guardian of Selene and as a friend.
Well, you will not be getting a request from me anytime soon. This was more than enough outdoor fun for me for a while.
If you ever want to talk, never mind, I'm going.
He sheepishly leaves. Cole!
Ironlands, Ironlands, Ironlands.
Tries to phase out like a spider.
He's just standing there.
Teleport! Teleport!
If ever I could teleport, now would be the time. Please, Celine. Do not bring me back to life. Let me die right here and now.
I'll go to the bottom of that ocean. I don't care. Just get me out of here.
You guys head out, and where are you headed? Where are you going to rest?
It's nighttime, right?
It
Welcome
is.
hall.
To the inn, to the
Down.
hall. Sounds
All right.
Head down to what? We really have a room there. I'm not kidding. She set this all up.
We have rooms in several places already in the city.
This one comes with
Yeah,
more
nobody
the
likes
merrier.
us. It's very odd.
You guys go to the welcome hall. It's a very warm and friendly inn with a small little tavern attached to it, and you get some great rest. There are rooms for each of you there, private rooms. You feel relatively safe and secure in this nice place, and you get a good night's rest.
Kaven wants to talk with Cole.
Yes. After being exhausted and traveling thousands of miles in one day, and finally putting your head down on the pillow, there's a loud knock on the
My
door.
boot up. Oh.
I'll leave the exhaustion one on
Yeah,
your
leave it
guy.
on there.
Lights. No, come on in.
Cole, a lot has happened since we've been apart.
It's been like 2 days. But yeah, I mean, we got the scary guys chasing us, right? We have the friggin' shadow things. Apparently, we can't teleport. Like, that was another thing we were going to do before. Let's,
I've been made a guardian of Solene.
What? What does that mean?
It means I now am officially a protector of the church, of the temple of Solene.
Are you a knight?
In some sense, I am. A knight of Solene, not of a king, not of a kingdom, but of a higher kingdom.
Haven! That's wonderful! He runs up and gives you a hug. Your whole life! Your whole life you've been trying to fight for this. Everyone that told you couldn't do it, look at what you did.
I don't know how I did it, but yes, but I'm scared.
What could you possibly be scared of? You're Sir Caven Boulderfall.
I still have much to learn.
Well, yeah. We always have stuff to learn. Usually the hard way.
It's going to be very hard for me. You know that I can't read.
How much reading do you have to do to protect Celine?
It's about the history, the lore, all the things that come with it.
Look, how many stories have we heard? And how much history have we learned about the city by hearing other people read it? You're surrounded by people reading books all the time. The priests do that daily. They don't even like people reading. They want to do it to themselves so much. Let them read to you and glean from them. It clearly wasn't a requirement like you thought it was going to be. And now you're a guardian of Celine? That is super cool. Do you get a cape? Tell me you get a cape.
I mean, he twirls.
Amazing! I want a cape someday too. Mine's gonna be different. It'll be like a one-shoulder thing. I'll be more fun with that. But by the way, Lucille's gone. I gotta get a new weapon. Doesn't matter. I'm so proud of you.
Did you lose your morning
It
star?
didn't come through with the teleport. It's tied to a warg. It's a long story. I'm very tired.
That poor war.
Just there, whimpering in the desert.
Caven hands you 37 gold.
Okay, that's a. Is this part of your gig now? You got all the gold?
Christopher's face, because he needs 50 gold for his rings, was very sour.
the salt.
Very sour.
Casually doling out.
Looked like he was biting down on a lemon.
This is a very heavy bag.
Fine.
Shredding things.
I'll need a new character.
Tears and tears.
Oh, shit.
No, really, I'll need a new character.
Payoff is strong.
Tomorrow, commission a new weapon.
Yeah. I know a guy actually. I think it'll be great.
Well, you need to rest.
I guess we all do. Got to figure out what this next step is and how to save the world. Who thought we'd actually say that?
Right.
Right.
I'm glad you're back.
I'm glad you're back too. See if we can stay together for longer than an hour this time.
Rest well, brother.
And you.
And Caven gain a DM inspiration,
Nice.
and Cole gain one as well, if for nothing else, from traveling across the country twice over. And we will stop there for tonight, and those points will carry over.
Sweet.
To the next session. Thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate it. I'm very excited to hear some after show stuff. If you want to hear the after show, also a few bucks at Patreon will help out, and we will see you next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Good
everyone.
night.
Good night.